Trump administration, remember, he is and his people, they're up to no good. They want to subvert people's right by canceling midterm election if they can. Looks like to me they're working towards that, to rig it, to really make sure that they win it, because once he loses midterms, it's not if he will lose. When he will lose the midterm, Donald Trump, he will be impeached, and hopefully after that he will go to jail. Now, these two ladies, I love them. Their reaction is, as always, getting viral. I want to play this video clip, but before I do that, just to remind you, subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, take a listen.
Well, and they just want absolute control over everybody's thoughts, everybody's life, what they do in the bedroom. They want control of everything. And to that end, Jennifer has been sounding the alarm for months and months and months about ICE and the 2026 midterms. And so Kristi Noem, she just says it straight up. Here she is talking about how she wants the right people voting.
And elections is another one of those critical infrastructure responsibilities that I have as well. And I would say that many people believe that it may be one of the most important things that we need to make sure we trust is reliable, and that when it gets to election day that we've been proactive to make sure that we have the right people voting, electing the right leaders to lead this country through the days that we have, knowing that people can trust it.
Make it a habit.
Okay, what? They want to make sure that the right people are voting. Who are the right people who are voting? Like, I actually was not even, I did not play this particular clip to hear for myself. I just played it, and I said before I played this video, before I heard what Kristi Noem just said, I said it already that they are trying to rig this election, and here you are hearing from Kristi Noem saying that we need to make sure the right people are voting. What do you mean by right people are voting? What do you, like, unbelievable.
First of all, the only people that don't trust the election are the people that you lied to and said the 2020 election was stolen.
Exactly.
Like, this is not surprising, but this is standing. We want the right people to vote. We want you to have your proof of citizenship before you vote. And I was reading all weekend about, like, the voter fraud and illegal immigrants voting is such a minuscule number. It's just, here we go. I mean, 2026 midterms are going to be crazy.
Well, here's the thing, guys. She wants the right people to vote, right? And then she says that this election was very fair when Trump was elected last time, second term. It was the best election. This happened, that happened. Now he's in charge, and he's casting doubt his administration whether this election, the midterm, will be free and fair. How they contradict themselves. One time they're saying election was good, we won it. You know, the last time it was rigged in 2020 with Joe Biden, but this time it was okay. And now here we are again. You know, a great possibility that this election will be rigged and wrong people will be voting. These illegal, you know, people without a passport, citizenship, they will be voting. So they're setting the ground, really. They're setting the ground for the failure. Once they fail, and they will, as I said, they will in the midterm, they will lose it. Then they will come out and say, oh, we knew this election was stolen, this was rigged, this happened, that happened. I mean, they have to find a boogeyman right now.
She's using implicitly intentional coded racist language there. Make no mistake about it. We want to make sure the right people are voting and electing the right type of candidate. This is fascism through and through. This is American racism through and through. Furthermore, the Republican Party has a decades-long history of trying to suppress the vote. This is not new. The problem is now they've elected a conspiracy theorist, cheater, con man. And all of these people, what they all have in common is they all like to cheat. These oligarchs, they like cheating. They like to exploit human beings, not pay them a livable wage, not pay the same percentage per income that we all pay. And they still want the system rigged for them. A lot of these oligarchs have decided they don't like democracy anymore, but so they want to cheat. They want to install a technocrat CEO style guy. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, cheat. They just give these politicians all this money. Supreme Court, make sure they can cheat. They don't put their names on the ballot and run. You think Elon Musk could get elected the way Zoran Mamdani did? No. You think Peter Thiel could put his ass on a ballot with his billions of dollars in the account and he could win? No, he couldn't win. She's using intentional, implicit, racist language because the Republican Party for years has been machinating and moving towards cheating. And now the hoods are off on everything. The hoods are off on the racism. The hoods are off on the cheating. They're going to send ICE to election polls, specifically in immigrant and Black communities. And this is where we have to be very, very coordinated. The voter turnout must be too big to rig, because if they do that this time, then it's over. They have forced a constitutional dictatorship at that point. And we are not that far away from that. And many scholars believe we have already entered into the beginning stages of a dictatorship, which I think that's as obvious as anything.
No,
I mean, think about why would Donald Trump attack Venezuela? To whom? To benefit to who? It is the oil CEOs. He needs them in his pocket, because once they are in his pocket, the executives, the billionaires, the millionaires, then vote, midterm vote, this vote, that vote would not count, because he's going to be then easily rig it, he's going to buy it, and he's going to use his authoritarian power, ICE, to make sure that he wins the election. Guys, he doesn't want the election to happen in the first place, but if it does go and happen, then we have no doubt Donald Trump will try to change the outcome of the election in whichever way possible.
With you on that. And then you see that the Trump administration, just what Jennifer was talking about, they are using the same language propaganda as the Nazis. So we have Mother Jones that has put this to the test. Many of the phrases, images, and attached media used by the Trump administration aren't just regular social media content. They repurpose language, symbolism, and cultural references with direct connections to neo-Nazi and white supremacist movements. This goes exactly to what you're saying. And what makes me so crazy about this is you have them saying, don't call me a Nazi, don't call me a fascist. And everything they do is on purpose. And I don't know if they just don't being like called names because they're, such fragile egos, or they don't want the people that aren't paying attention to know how diabolical they are and what white supremacists they are. But to see that it's just all so linked is no surprise. But it's stunning to see that article.
Oh, no. You do not call Donald Trump racist because he was a businessman and he used to hire a lot of people with color. Well, just because you're hiring people of color, this is the excuse the MAGA camp they give you that Donald Trump is not a racist. If he was a racist, you would not hire those people of color. But think about this. You're a businessman. You need money and you need cheap labor. So you have no problem hiring those people of color at all. So that is not even an excuse. The other thing is that, guy, it is quite obvious that this administration, they are now working day and night to save their jobs. You know why? Well, it is because once they lose the midterm, once they're out of the office, they will be, all of them, in jail, because all of these people working for Trump administration, they are violating laws and they're doing a lot of things that are very, very criminal in nature.
Yeah, I think that we knew this back when he did the rally at Madison Square Gardens during the campaign, and it was very mirroring Nazi language, and specifically Stephen Miller's speech was very Nazi coded. And I think that the reason that they say don't call us fascists and don't call us Nazis is a whole part of the scam that they're running. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do with complete impunity. They want to pretend like their wishes are that of the masses. And so that's a part of the scam that they're running. Everybody.
Well, no more, because the pollings are here. CNN did a poll. I actually shared that in my other video. You can go and watch that, where it shows that Donald Trump is doing horribly bad in the polling. Obviously, that's not something they will accept or agree with. But hey, guys, we're not stupid people. We believe those sentiments, negative sentiments of people against Donald Trump. And we also believe that this guy, his end is very, very near as a president. He should be locked up in jail.